How does a pilot fly through a cloud with zero visibility? Well, it all comes down to some simple physics. Yeah, picture this. You're flying and all you see is gray. No up, no down. So, how do you stay level? The answer isn't some crazy computer. It's a super clever spinning device called a gyroscope. So what is it? Basically, it's just a spinning wheel. They call it a rotor, mounted inside a frame. And that spinning gives it this amazing property that physicists like to call rigidity. Rigidity just means the spinning part stays put. It won't change direction no matter what. And that stability comes from spinning this little rotor at some seriously high speeds. To max it out, you need a heavy rotor, spinning fast, with its weight pushed to the outside. Okay, so we have a stable spinning thing. But how does that help a pilot see without, seeing? Well, it's the secret sauce inside the attitude indicator, which you might know as the artificial horizon. So as the plane rolls and pitches, the gyro inside that instrument just stays perfectly level. The gauge just shows you how the plane is moving around that super stable gyro. Simple, right? But things get weird when you try to push on it. This is where it gets really cool. It doesn't react like you'd think. It has a second, kind of mysterious property called precession. So you push it, but the force actually shows up 90 degrees later in the direction it's spinning. Yeah, you heard that right. You push it here, but it actually tilts over there. Now this might seem odd, but engineers figured out how to use this magical reaction. It's actually the key to another instrument on the dashboard, the turn indicator. When the plane turns, that force makes the gyro precess, and that's what moves the needle. And it makes sense, right? The faster you turn, the more it tilts, the more the needle moves. So this brings up a really interesting trade-off between the gyro's two main properties. Basically, a super rigid gyro won't precess much, and a very responsive one won't be very stable. So engineers have to find that perfect balance between these two opposing forces for safe flight. Kind of makes you wonder, what other simple physics is quietly powering our world?